أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm making this video to tell people how I became a Muslim, as there's a lot of videos out now on the YouTube about how people converted to Islam. So I'll tell you my story. I was 25 years old and I'm from America originally, and in all my 25 years of my life I never heard of Islam. I never heard of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I was raised as a Christian and thought that no other prophet came after Isa alayhi salam, Jesus. I went to Italy on holiday, and I met some Muslim people there. They weren't very Islamic, but they were born Muslim. And one gentleman asked me if I knew who Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was. And I said, Muhammad Ali Clay, the boxer from America, and they all laughed at me. I personally didn't find it funny, because I'm not an uneducated person. He proceeded to tell me, tried to explain that he was a prophet, and his English wasn't very good, and he explained to me that after Jesus, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came. I said, you must have been mistaken. Maybe you're a Buddha or something. I didn't know what a Muslim was. He said, yes, this Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he also came and brought a Quran. And the Quran hasn't been changed in over 1400 years. And as being raised a Christian, I saw my mom's struggles trying to understand the Bible and questioning the Bible, all the different pastors and priests turning my mother away, telling her she had weak faith and not to question God and not to question the Bible because they didn't have the answers. It took me about a year's time of studying and looking into what a Muslim was, what the Quran was, what Islam was in general. I traveled a bit throughout Europe, searching, looking, and watching what other people. It was almost as if not only that day was a seed planted in my heart that grew every day, but it was as if my eyes were opened as I became a person to see things that I didn't see before. So I went to England on one of my journeys. I asked a young Pakistani boy if there was a Quran in English, a translation. I soon after was visited by a few mullahs from the mosque, and they told me before they gave me the Bible, I had to learn how to respect the Quran. I had to learn how to respect the Quran. So it was a big experience just learning how to respect the Quran, learning the wash, the daznish, what we call wudu, in my husband's language, daznish. But it's a ritual cleaning before you read the Quran. So I ended up 6 days after I received the Quran, I became a Muslim. For my own reasons, of course, but it took me about a year, and I hadn't spoken to my mother in over 2 years at that time. We had fallen out with each other. I had rang her on the phone and told her I had became a Muslim, and she as well didn't know what Islam was or Muslims. So I had to tell her some things, and at that time I went very deep into Islam. I completely covered my face and my hands. I don't believe that it's punished upon Muslim women, but it's better for you. It's like a good deed, extra bonus points, brownie points if you want to call them. But to have the face and the hands is sufficient in what I believe, what proofs I found. So my mother, she came out to England as well, and in a year's time I convinced her that Islam was the right choice, and she also now is a Muslim, but she went back to America, and people called her racist names and made her cry, and she took her scarf off and in her heart she's a Muslim, but she doesn't appear to be a Muslim. She keeps it to herself because she's alone and it could possibly be dangerous for her. Speak of danger, I personally, after some years, I married an Iraqi man. Now I'm sitting in Iraq, in a safe area, but just because I wanted to hear the Adhan 5 times a day, the call to prayer. And my daughter, she was born in Syria, and I'm proud that she was born in a Muslim country. And also, I'm happy that I'm living in a Muslim country, although our electricity just went out. I don't know when it'll come back on. So there's things that you have to adjust to. Not every Muslim country is different, but I don't recommend anyone taking that leap. But I just think that it would be nice if other people heard how I personally came to Islam. Thank you, and